Bears fans, and welcome to our Science Sports Network.
I'm Erin Devine.
And I'm Maddie Wilson, and this is Sports on Main.
The Bears were busy all weekend, and we have the full recap for those of you who missed the action.
And as always, we'll give you a preview of the action of this upcoming week.
Let's get to it.
We present to you Sports on Main.
Both the men's and women's track and field team competed in the Muhlenberg Invitational over the weekend, kicking off their outdoor season. The women came in fourth place as they set two new school records, with senior Xenia Yanoff setting the new school record in the hammer toss and freshman Mickey Pometto setting a new school record in disc throw. The men's team finished in first place with freshman standout Brody Myers continuing his dominance in the pole vault as he set the school record for the outdoor pole vault.
On Saturday, the men's and women's golf team competed at the Arcadia Spring Kickoff Classic. The women finished in fourth place with senior Jessica LaMarca finishing 7th overall in the event. The men also finished in fourth place with junior Jordan Pick finishing 7th and shooting the lowest score of day 2.
The women's lacrosse team celebrated their senior day on Saturday, but couldn't get the win as they lost a tough game to Muhlenberg 14-7.
Men's lacrosse also faced off against Muhlenberg, losing a close 8-5 Centennial Conference battle.
Men's baseball faced off against Johns Hopkins in a doubleheader, splitting the games. They lost the first game of the day 14-2, but bounced back with a solid 3-2 win in Game 2. Freshman Kieran Hollander was stellar on the mound as he pitched 7 2/3 innings, taking a no-hitter into the 6th while letting up only 2 runs, while striking out 4.
Softball also played in a doubleheader as they faced off against Gettysburg, splitting the games. They lost the first game of the day 6-2, but bounced back in the second one, cruising to the 7-4 win. When asking junior Alexis Miller about how she felt the weekend went, in her opinion, she said, "This weekend against Gettysburg was a battle. Game 1, we did not play like ourselves. We had more potential to show in that first game. So in Game 2, we went all out. It got close at the end, but we worked together as a team for the win. Without a doubt, our best games are the ones when we play as a team." When asking about how she mentally prepares for the games on the mound, she said, "I simply take a deep breath and trust not only myself, but in my teammates as well. If I step on the mound overthinking, I will not do good. Our coaches say it all the time to trust our training. I know when I get on the mound, if I hit my spots, my defense will have my back."
Women's tennis celebrated their senior day. They faced off against Bryn Mawr on Saturday, beating them 7-2. On Sunday, the women's tennis team lost to Salisbury 8-1, with the men's team also losing to Salisbury 8-1.
Coming up this week, men's and women's tennis will compete in the Ursinus Invitational at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, softball will face off against Haverford in a doubleheader with games at 3 and 5. Baseball takes on F&M at 3:30 on Tuesday, and women's tennis goes up against Muhlenberg.
Wednesday sees the baseball team take on DeSales at 3:30, and men's tennis faces off against Muhlenberg at 4 p.m. Women's lacrosse will play Swarthmore at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, and on Friday, baseball will face off against F&M at 3:30. Women's tennis also goes up against Rutgers Camden at 3:30.
Well, that does it for this episode of Sports on Main.
As always, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to show some love on our social media if you want more Bears sports content.
Tune in later this week for our next episode with James Schold and Steve Wiseman.
For Sports on Main, I'm Maddie Wilson.
And I'm Erin Devine.
And as always, go Bears!